Well, that didn't go exactly as planned. Well, that didn't go exactly as planned. I've been on a road trip. I was planning on being gone for 3 or 4 weeks. I was going down the Washington, Oregon, and California coastline, down all the way down to the very southern tip of California, and hopefully over to Yuma and then into Arizona for a little sunshine after a stormy coastal trip. And I've been down on Highway 1, ambling along in Northern California when I got what my dad used to call an idiot light came popping on, and it says don't shift gears, get maintenance. And I was thinking, what the heck does that mean? You know, here I am out in the middle of nowhere. There is like no services at all. And it let me drive just fine. I mean, there was nothing wrong with the motor, so I kept driving, hoping that it was just a sensor and that I could get to a dealership without any problem. I decided I needed to go have this checked, so I cut across Highway 20 into inland, and had to stop and get gas, continue on. And when I stopped to get gas, the Mercedes Metris wouldn't really pop into park. It would only go into neutral. And so I was worried. So when I turned it back on, I got it back into drive, and I called a repair mechanic, and they said, well, have it towed. You should probably have it towed and to the nearest dealership. And the nearest dealership was like 2-hour drive from where I was. And I'm like, I don't know, I can drive it. So they told me the nearest, they helped me find the nearest one, because the one I had called was not the nearest. And I tried calling them and they didn't answer the phone, so I thought, well, I'll just start heading down that way and get there. And the dealership was in Santa Rosa, which was another hour or so drive. And did I mention that it was pouring rain? Buckets of, it wasn't just drizzling, it was pouring rain. So I finally made it down to the Santa Rosa Mercedes dealership, and I pull up, and they come out into the bay, and the guy said, well, our internet service is down. This is why we didn't return your call, and why we couldn't talk to you, but we can't do anything. They couldn't even run a diagnostic on the vehicle to figure out what was wrong with it. So luckily I had kept it in drive and my foot on the brake while I was talking to them. But they said they wouldn't even look at the vehicle for 3 days, which meant that would be 3 working days, which would mean they wouldn't even look at the vehicle until the following week, which was Wednesday evening, so they wouldn't look at it till Monday. So they told me to go to the Santa Rosa Mercedes dealership, and I thought, okay, we're still in drive, I can probably make it there. So I called them and I said, I've got this Mercedes. My big mistake was that I forgot to mention that it was a Metris. And I explained what was happening, and they said, oh sure, come on in. We'll do what we can to get you fixed up. So I drove another hour in the pouring rain, wondering what was wrong with my vehicle. And I pull up into this Mercedes dealership, and the Mercedes dealership, they come out and they say, oh, we don't work on cargo vans or Metrises, and just kind of walked away. And I had already put it in park and stopped the motor. So when I tried to start it up again, the vehicle would not come out of park. And here I am stuck in their service bay and nobody's helping. So I finally went back into the dealership and I said, you've got to help me. I can't even move my vehicle now. And so there was a really nice gal there that helped me. It turns out that there was somebody who could work on the van down the street. And the Mercedes dealership ran a diagnostic, and it turned out there's a little motor that runs the shifter. It's called the shifter module, and that was was burned out or gone wrong. And I'm kind of disappointed in this Mercedes. I bought it used, and it had less than 40,000 miles on it, and I've only put like 10,000 miles on it, so it's got less than 55,000 miles on it, and it's already starting to fall apart. That really irks me. But let's get back to the story. So we get a tow truck. They can't move the car because they can't get it out of park. So they have to jerk it up onto the back of a flatbed and get it over to this repair service. And they were really nice, or they have been really nice about this. But it's a real nightmare when you've got, two dogs, it's pouring rain, you're not expecting this. I'm a solo traveler. And so it turns out it was this shifter module, and there's something about it being a high theft thing. So I had to prove that I owned the vehicle, that there was a registration before they could even order the part. So after that, it looks like I'm stuck here in, where am I? San Rafael, for a week waiting for this part to be installed. And of course, we're paying the Mercedes premium, and it's going to be over $2,000 for this little motor. On the plus side, my girls are really loving having a nice, cozy bed to sleep in instead of this van. But I'll tell you what, I bought this Mercedes Metris van thinking that it's a Mercedes. I shouldn't have any problems with it, but I actually am not that thrilled or delighted with this van. While this is a real budget breaker, as far as my travel trip goes, I am lucky enough to be able to afford to rent a vehicle and go see the area, and being stuck outside of San Francisco is not such a bad thing, but I really had hoped to be in a little bit more of the nature side of things instead of visiting San Francisco. But gonna make lemonade out of lemons, as they say. But just wanted to give you an update of what's going on, and let you know my thoughts about the Metris, in case you're thinking about buying one, because I know in the future there'll probably be a bunch of them coming up for sale, because the post office bought all of those for their delivery vehicles, and I'd expect that there'll be some that are going to come up for sale. So if you're considering buying a Mercedes Metris and you're not a mechanic that can work on the Metrises, or working on your own vehicle, think about the fact that Mercedes dealers and Mercedes mechanics aren't that easy to find, especially if you're out in the wilderness somewhere, not near a metropolitan area. So that's it for now. If I've taken any interesting pictures of the area, I'll put them here at the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you maybe on the trip home. Bye for now. Oh, one quick note before I go. For those of you who may be wondering why I didn't just stay in my van while the repairs were being done, is the repair shop owner would not let me stay in the van, so I had to rent a hotel, which adds to the adds to the cost as well. But it is a nice, comfortable bed, and I've had the best night's sleep I've had in a long time last night. But if you were wondering why I didn't stay in my van while the repairs were being done, that's why.